the entire world now, which is marketing is not a task. The day we think marketing is our marketing department's job is the day we've kind of failed on a branding and engagement level. We are always marketing. Okay? Oh, by the way, that's a good tweet. Go ahead. Wait. And retweet. And then we're good? Okay. Marketing simply is marketing is. That's it. Marketing is. Dot. Period. It is always happening. Marketing isn't a closed-door boardroom meeting. What is our brand strategy? You know what your brand strategy is? Every single time you choose to engage with your market or choose not to, that's your brand. Your mission statement means nothing. You know why? Because if I'm out at Bourbon Street with you on our 5th bar, that's your mission statement. Whatever you just slurred to me at 2 a.m. is your mission statement. When you profess your love to me, love you, man. I know, I really do. It's getting awkward. Okay? If I see you throwing up on Bourbon Street, welcome to your mission statement. That's it. Your dinner is your mission statement. Nothing is more powerful than that. Our actions are our marketing. How we deal with partners, how we deal with clients, how we deal with vendors is our marketing. It is not a brochure. It is actions. And marketing is actions, and we have to realize that is more powerful. We have to realize that our most important and effective marketers are our front lines for our company, and they're usually paid the least. They're our receptionist. They're our admin assistant. There are retail people. You're welcome. There are retail people working the cash register. There are customer service people who are answering our phone. They have the most brand power in the company. And we pay them the least. That is a bad combination. A bad combination. I'm going to give you an example here. The Hilton. Fairly popular brand, right? So on the book tour in the fall, I went to 30 cities in 10 weeks. The entire book tour is booked through Twitter. Individual cities put up their hand, paid for me to come down 30 individual times. No cost to me or the publisher. Never happened before in the industry. And in Connecticut, in Hartford, Connecticut, I stayed at the Hilton. I've stayed at the Hilton before. I'm indifferent to the brand, which is the worst thing you want people with your brand, by the way, is indifferent. I didn't care where I stayed. Except at the W. I like the W. Right? So I go there, and my battle in life, one of my biggest battles in life for me is I love breakfast and I hate mornings. Except this morning, right? I love big breakfast of bacon and sausage and eggs and hash browns. I just can't wake up for it. So I always get down there and breakfast is over. So this day in Hartford, I woke up at 10. I'm like, yes. Breakfast doesn't go close till 10:30. So I kind of get down there at 10:15 at the end of the breakfast buffet. Never say that phrase in your life, by the way. End of breakfast buffet. Bad time. It's not the freshest powdered eggs in the world. You need to go eat it. And so I went down, I'm finally getting it, and I go on my line, and I get my food, and the chef actually serves me the food, which was kind of weird for a buffet, but it's okay. I get the food, I sit down, and the food is old and cold. That's a bad combination for anything in life, let alone breakfast meats. So what do? Well, normally these days, what do? When we have a problem at a restaurant or something, we tweet it. We go on Facebook. We don't actually tell the server what's wrong, right? We just tell everybody else in the world what's wrong, except the one person that can fix it. We are passive in person. We are aggressive online. That's how it works. Good tweet. We are passive in person, aggressive online. And so I didn't want to be that guy. I wanted to be that, give them the chance. I'm going to give them the chance. And if the waitress didn't fix it, well, then I'd unleash the geek avalanche online and tell everybody about it and how terrible the service was. But I got time. I didn't even use the line. I didn't say to her, do you know who I think I am? Think about that line for a second. I didn't say I'm a fairly big deal on a fairly insignificant social media site that falsely inflates my ego. I simply was a customer who was not having a good brand interaction at that time. And she came up and handed me the check. I'm like, no, this is terrible. And she just stared at me. This was not in the buffet server playbook for her. She didn't know what to do, so she literally ran off and got the manager. And the manager came out, and he went by the script to a T. Ready? Acknowledge the problem. I'm sorry, sir, your food is bad. Offer a solution. Can we make you something else? No, I'm not hungry anymore. Take care of the check. Thank you very much. And that was it. And I got up to leave, and that was it. The brand of Hilton went down a bit. There is never anything called a neutral brand interaction. You are always either increasing or decreasing your company's brand. It is never level. So what happened? It went down a little until I got outside the restaurant when the chef came running at me. 6'2", 280 maybe. So what do you think? I'm getting prepared to get hit. So I'm prepared to tweet that I'm about to be hit. And he comes running up to me and says, "Sir, I am so sorry." Pardon? I am so sorry. There's 2 reasons why this just happened right now, neither of which are an excuse, but I need you to know. Number 1, the water underneath the buffet trays where we keep the food had evaporated. Therefore, the heat source was gone. We didn't know this until we cleaned it up, and that's why your food was cold. And number 2, and the worst part, sir, I gave you your food right away because you looked like you were in a hurry. By the way, I'm never in a hurry. I'm too lazy for a hurry. You looked like you were in a hurry, and I decided to give you your food and get you on your way when I should have just made you something custom on the spot, and I could have, and I should have, and I'm sorry. What can I do to make this up to you? I just stood there. You know why? Because to be great at customer service, you only have to be average because everybody else sucks. There's a t-shirt for you. Truly, right? We are so used to getting terrible service and tolerating it. When somebody just owns up to something, we are blown away. And so when he said, and his name's Forbes, he's the sous chef at the Hartford Hilton. So he says, "What can I do to make it up to you?" And I said, "You just did. You just gave a damn about your customer. And that's everything." And we got to talking for like 15 minutes. He goes, "So what are you doing in town?" I said, "I'm on a North American book tour talking about terrible customer service." He did. Are we going to be a bad example? I said, "No, you're going to be a great one." And now what's the Hilton brand to me? He increased it. Do you think he went back to the boardroom in the kitchen and said, "How do we deal with this strategy situation? What do we implement here? Can we table this for next Friday and then discuss what we're going to action item? We'll CC in some people that we don't need to, and then we'll move on." No, he just reacted and cared. You know what the Hilton's mission statement is? I don't know. And I don't care. He cared. Their mission statement is, they're awesome to me now. And now I can prefer them when I go somewhere. One guy, one chef. He is the marketer. He is the Hilton to me. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. This is not mine. This is centuries old, but we forget it. We do business with people we know, like, and trust. One of the excuses when I'm talking about engagement in social media, one of the excuses I get from people is, Scott, that's fine. That's easy for B2C, but we're B2B. What? Are you dealing with people? Is your niche humans? Because if they are, we work off the same principle. Yeah, but no. Right? Even some dogs work off this principle. If you're dealing with dogs or horses as well. There's a dog that has a bigger Twitter following than I do. I resent it. Know, like, and trust. What are you guys doing to increase these 3 things? That's how you answer your sales, your outgoing marketing, anything you're doing. What are you doing to increase these 3 aspects? And if your answer is nothing, think again. Because we've shifted. We've shifted from this push and pray selling technique, which is push out messages and then pray somebody buys from us. Doesn't matter how many messages, just push it. Spray it out there. I don't care if 100,000 people don't want to read it or get annoyed by it. We might get a lead. That's called being a jerk. Well, Scott, we do cold calling. Ouch. 99 no's could lead to 1 yes. Oh no. There are some people who like cold calling. Probably people in the room right now. There's people who are good at cold calling. Call them Satan. They like it. Well, Scott, it works. Really? I could punch every one of you in the face right now, and one of you would buy from me just to stop me from punching you in the face again. It does not make assault a good sales or marketing technique they should be putting into books. I'd rather you do pull and stay. Pulling your market and your audience in front of you and staying in front of them with value so when they have a need for your product or service, they choose you. That's what we need to look at. That's what we need to be doing because interruption marketing is no longer the thing to do. We are reading ads less. We're going through things less. There are more TV channels to go through. TiVo came out because we hate commercials. Pop-up blockers came out because we hate pop-ups. The do not call list had more sign-ups than people who voted for the presidential election. Are you listening to this? We don't want to be interrupted anymore. We're talking, we have communities, we're online. You can find them. But a lot of times we're not even choosing to go that direction. I spent $38 on this stock photo. I'd like to keep it on the screen for a little longer than I should to get a positive ROI on it. So if we could just float that for a second, please. I'll get a good shot of that on the video. Thank you. It's extra money because I got the spit in the picture. I've been running a viral marketing company, or an agency, for almost 10 years now. We started out by making flash movies. You're welcome. We started making flash movies, pictures, text, cheesy music. They're motivational. They're like Hallmark cards and video. I'm sorry for making them. The Time movie, the Dash movie, the 212 movie, all those you've seen that your aunt passed on to you and said, thinking of you, we made those. I'm sorry again. They kill puppies. They're just a bad, bad thing. And they work. They get passed around because people spread emotion. Nobody spreads meh. People spread awesome. People spread awesome content. Nobody ever said, Jeff, did you read the blog post Scott just wrote? You got to go read it. It's fairly mediocre. He doesn't say much. He just kind of rehashes some old stuff, or don't see it. Nobody rushes to the top of the hills to scream normal. We have to create content that is awesome, that wants to be spread. Not because you want it spread, but because people want to spread it. Because why we spread things has not changed. How we spread it has. People spread awesome, but now it's through different channels. Back in the day, and that means 5-6 years ago, people spread 95% of content through email. We have the analytics for it. People go through their address book and say, who should get this? When in reality, most of the people didn't want it from them anyways. And you get the email, forward, from somebody, right? Bill Gates will give you $1 if you forward this on. You know, you'd be on this train wreck and you could never get off. They put everybody in the two, so everybody would reply all. Just look out. BCC is your friend. And we'd spread it. But we'd have to choose who gets it. Now we've gotten to the point of what's I call the selfish spread, which is not negative. There's no negative connotation to this. It's, I will put it on Facebook because I like it. I will tweet it because I like it. And I don't have to choose who sees it. And then my friends and my circle will choose like, comment, or ignore, or retweet, or walk away. It doesn't matter. I like this. It's increasing spread online. It's changed it. It's changed how we spread things.